Have you ever found yourself waiting at the boarding gate, about to board your plane, when over the loudspeaker the employee at the desk for check-in says something along the lines of, "We're sorry, this plane is overbooked. If there are any volunteers to be bumped to a later flight, please step forward." Then you ask yourself, there's only a certain limited number of seats on a plane, how do they possibly oversell? You know, if there's 50 seats on a plane, why would they sell 60 tickets? Well, that's what we're gonna talk about in this video, so let's get into it. Hey everyone, it's Troy from floatfreely.com, and I am sitting on my floor because I am imitating myself sitting on the floor of the airport after I just got bumped off my flight because they overbooked and I was the weakest link. You know, sometimes you just gotta say it be like that sometimes. But why do airlines oversell their flights? That's the real question. That's the burning question that has been stuck with me for the longest. And after getting bumped from my flight, I'm always like, man, I really wish I knew why they overbooked it. But I've never actually thought to search it or research it until recently. And that's why I'm making this video, because it kind of makes sense why they oversell. And there's three reasons that I want to go over today. Number one being, it covers their losses. So if an airline overbooks a flight, let's say they got 50 seats, they sell 60 tickets. So if they sell 60 tickets and 10 people cancel, they still have 50 full seats, which means they still made their money on that flight. The max money that they can make on that flight. Because if they sold exactly 50 tickets and then a couple people cancel, well, they didn't make the max money on that flight. And airlines want to get the most money out of you as possible, no matter the cost, which ironically leads to our second reason, which is customer satisfaction. I will be making a video on this in the future because honestly, it might be a good deal to get bumped off your flight because of customer satisfaction. So if you get bumped off your flight, or if you've noticed over the loudspeaker of them saying that they are overbooked and that they need people to be bumped, oftentimes that comes with a reward. For example, I was coming home from New York back to Texas and the flight was overbooked. Now, a go with the flow kind of person, so if I get bumped off the flight, really it's not gonna be the end of the world because I know that the airlines are gonna compensate me for the hotel and for all the extra expenses and getting a new flight and all that other stuff. So it's really not the end of the world, but sometimes it's something I actually actively seek out. Because when I was coming home, this particular flight was actually really overbooked, not just like one or two people, but they had like nobody canceled, so their oversold tickets were still on the docket. And it got to the point where no one was volunteering to be bumped. Nobody was. And the price for getting bumped was going higher and higher and higher to the point where I was like, I am genuinely considering taking that bump, using an extra vacation day, and just going with it. Because it got to the point where they were offering a $1,500 Visa gift card. $1,500 Visa gift card for being bumped onto a flight the following day. They were still gonna cover the hotel expenses and all that. And on top of that, you were gonna get a $1,500 Visa gift card, which is insane. That's a lot of money. That would have paid for that entire trip. Everything with that trip that would have paid for. And I honestly, to this day, I don't know why I didn't take that deal. I really don't know why I didn't take that. But that's where customer satisfaction is, because when people see that, when I see that, I think, oh wow, this airline really cares about me. They really care that they, you know, put a wedge into my plans and they're gonna reward me for it. I think highly of that airline now. Now that I think highly of that airline, I'm gonna be a return customer to that airline. And now they're gonna make more money off of me than they did rewarding me for being bumped. So it's an investment for them. That reward, they don't feel bad that you got bumped off your flight and are rewarding you for feeling bad. They're rewarding you in hopes that they'll win you over so that you continue using them as your primary airline. Nothing wrong with that. That's a win-win for everyone. You get $1,500, they get a return customer, everyone's happy. Everyone is happy in that situation. So, hey, works for me. And the third and final reason, which kind of goes hand in hand with them making more money off of you, is that bumping people off flights is still cheaper than underselling the flights. Because overall, the loss that they take when seats are empty doesn't equate on the grand scheme of things to that one-time payment to various passengers that are getting bumped, which goes along with that win-win situation. Now it's like a win-win-win situation because now the airlines aren't taking that much of a hit either by offering us a reward for being bumped. Financially, they would rather take that hit of a reward than taking that hit of an empty seat, or potentially multiple empty seats. And so bottom line, overarching theme here is it's a financial thing. They oversell because they're trying to make as much money as possible, and even bumping people, they're still making more money than if they were to undersell the tickets or if people were to cancel and then there's empty seats on that flight. So I hope that makes sense. It made sense to me when I first read about it and I was like, okay, you know, I get it. And now after learning all that information, I'm like, huh, Next time I fly, I'm gonna see if it's oversold, and I'm gonna see if I can wait it out until, you know, that price of that Visa gift card keeps climbing, and then strike right when I think other people are about to jump on it. I'm gonna sneak in there and take that Visa gift card. I don't mind. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you went down, subscribed, hit that bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, as well as leaving a like and sharing this video with friends so that they can also look out for oversold flights and potentially reap those rewards. And with that being said, thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.